Hello and welcome to another episode of Toya Talks Wrestling. Today we're going to be talking about the result show for Saturday night's main event, which, by the way, this right here, this main event is really good. This is probably what I would want WWE to start 2026 with, because this was like really exciting and really good, and, this is what I was waiting for. This is the start of 2026 for me. Maybe. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. They did add a fourth match, and I'll talk about that when we get to that point. But let's go ahead and start. We had started with Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes as the first match. Before I get there, let me take you back to SmackDown the night before, where Cody Rhodes was being interviewed by Michael Cole. I don't remember what Michael Cole even asked Cody Rhodes. It didn't even matter, because the whole point was for Jacob Fatu to come in. That's exactly what happened. Jacob Fatu comes into the interview room, and you had Nick Aldis there and a couple of securities and everything else like that. And Nick Aldis let him talk and everything else. And Michael Cole had just left, and so you have basically Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu with Nick Aldis and a bunch of security guards, and they're facing each other. And Jacob Fatu was like, you think that I don't think before my actions and everything else like that, blah, 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 blah. And everything, I think a lot, whatever. And Cody Rhodes is like, oh, do you think? I don't think you do. I think that you just react. Your reaction to what got you in trouble in the first place, that's why you end up in prison. Because, fun fact, true story, Jacob Fatu has been in prison, jail, and everything else like a lot of times, since he was like 18, 19, 20, some shit like that, whatever. So I'm kind of surprised they actually brought up his criminal history, but also kind of glad they did, because I think it's a great example of just saying like, yeah, you know what? You could get in trouble, but you can still get out of it, and you can still make yourself a better person. You probably won't be a WWE wrestling star, but you can get out of it and you can become a better person. So I'm kind of glad they put that in there. I'm surprised, but glad at the same time. And everything else, and basically Jacob ends up saying, oh, I know you've been dealing with us moments for a long time, but they don't make them like me. I'm different, I'm full in control, Cody. Full in control and everything else. And they end up with that. So, let me go back to Saturday's main event. So, you have Jacob Fatu. He comes out first. They start him off in the gorilla position. And he's walking through gorilla as he's talking. He's like, telling, hey, Cody Rhodes, we're about to do this, blah, 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 blah. I come from the EBT to the WWE and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, did he just say EBT? I had to like rewind it. I'm like, oh yeah, he did. Okay, cool. And everything else, he makes his entrance and he goes into the ring, and then Cody Rhodes comes in with the entrance. He had the WrestleMania mask from WrestleMania 40, I believe. He had that on and everything else, and he's coming into the ring, and like I predicted, one of my predictions, I said that this match won't start. This match will probably end up being like Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, where the match didn't start. All they did was start brawling. Well, that's exactly what happened here. Fucking Jacob Fatu fucking attacks Cody Rhodes and is on, and then the referee gets knocked out. So now the ref's out. So now they're just brawling all over the place. They're in the ring, outside the ring, on the fucking announcers desk, in the audience, and backstage, on top of the equipment, everywhere. Fucking this. All over fucking Montreal, Canada. All over the fucking place, man. They're doing everything else. And I'm like, okay, so we obviously ain't getting a match, right? So I'm like, how is this going to end? How is this going to end? So like I said, they're fighting everywhere. They ended up on top of some equipment and a fucking high spot and everything else like that, and they're fighting. And then you see a figure, and it's fucking Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre fucking tosses this fucking Jacob Fatu over, fucking kicks fucking Cody in the nuts, and tosses him over and everything else. So now fucking Cody's out. Jacob Fatu's out. Fucking Canada is fucking booing the shit out of fucking Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre goes into the ring and just stands tall and everything else like that. And that's what happened. And later on in the show, they fucking asked I think, who was it? Jackie Redmond, or I can't remember who. who it was, but someone asked him like, why did you do what you did and everything else, and explain your actions. And he's like basically saying like, warning people like don't get in my way, and that's what's gonna happen to you, and all this other stuff like that. And it told Jackie to freaking move out the way or whatever. I was like, sheesh. But yeah, like I said, the match never started, which was probably the best for both fucking competitors, because we don't want them to look back going to fucking Royal Rumble, which is this Saturday. So it's like, yeah, I can see why they did what they did. So, but it was great. I enjoyed it. I was like, holy shit, I was right. That was too easy. That was way too easy to predict. You know what I'm saying? Way fucking too easy to predict. I'm like, this don't even start the match. Just start fighting. It's like, that's like your best bet. But anyways, let's go on to match number 2, which was the women's tag team title match. Like I said, Rio, whatever the fuck they're called. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan. This was a very good match as well. This was great. I really enjoyed this match. Well, we'll go ahead towards the end of the match. It was about to do the moonsault on Roxanne Perez, kind of like what I predicted was going to happen. But then, and she was about to pin, she did the moonsault, she was about to pin fucking Roxanne dead to rights. And then you have Raquel Rodriguez from Judgment Day come out and pull Rhea Ripley down. When she pulled Rhea Ripley down, Rhea Ripley fucking hits the ref, so now the ref's out. Kind of, not really. The ref's out. Not like out, but he's whatever, out. And then, it's a Rhea Ripley, and then Roxanne comes and tries to attack Io, but as she's doing this, Stephanie Van Kerr, who's been cured from her fucking injury of her ankle, runs out and she attacks Raquel Rodriguez. So they go and fight, and they're fighting up into the audience and everything else like that. At this point, Liv Morgan, like the ref is up. Liv Morgan's like on the outside trying to get Roxanne to come tag her in, because Io is she thinks that Io is the legal opponent, but little did she know that Rhea Ripley had already fucking did a blind tag that the ref saw, but I guess she didn't see. So then Liv Morgan gets tagged in, and she goes and does Oblivion on Io Sky. Only the fact that Liv Morgan gets attacked by Rhea puts him in a riptide, and 1, 2, 3, they keep the titles and everything else. So now they're going to be facing the new number 1 contenders, which is Kiana James and Julia, the United States Women's Championship. Probably on SmackDown. I don't know when that match is going to happen, but I've yet to see Julia on a PLE other than like the Royal Rumble. So unfortunately, so I don't know. Probably on a SmackDown sometime, but yeah, we'll see. But I must say, like at one point, what was it? Roxanne put Io Sky in the Pop Rocks, and I guess like Rhea Ripley was supposed to come and stop the count, but she didn't stop the count. She wasn't on time. She missed the cue like a second, and then Io had to pretend she kind of put her shoulder up. You can totally tell she put it up after, but the ref did not count to 3, because I guess that was not the finish that they were supposed to do. But yeah, it didn't look good. It didn't look good, but overall the match looked great. But that one spot was like, ooh, okay. It's like, oh, maybe they didn't notice. No, we noticed. We know. We always notice. But other than that, so I was kind of surprised to have Rhea pin Liv, but we'll see what happens at the Royal Rumble. Obviously, they're going to be all these ladies are going to be in the Rumble, so I'm interested to see where this goes. Do we get another fucking Rhea versus fucking Liv match? Maybe not. Who knows? Anyways. So we had a third match, which was made up on SmackDown. So let me take you back to SmackDown. Let me take you back to before even SmackDown. Nick Aldis on his account on X or Instagram or whatever. I saw it on X, but he had basically invited AJ Styles to SmackDown. So we go to SmackDown. AJ Styles comes to SmackDown, and Nick Aldis is like, I hear you're gonna put your career on the line against Gunther. And he's like, are you sure you want to do that? And AJ Styles like, look man, I'm sick and tired of everyone telling me all this other stuff and everything else. That's what I'm gonna do, okay? And I hope that's not why you brought me over here. He's like, no, that's not the only reason why I brought you here. And then you see Shinsuke Nakamura come into the office, and he's talking to AJ Styles. He's like, oh, you know, are you sure you want to do this and everything else like that, blah 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 blah. He's like, I'll tell you what, but if that's what you want to do, then I would like to have one more match with you tomorrow night, because I'm not doing nothing and everything else like that. And AJ Styles asked Nick Aldis, said, do you have room for one more match? And Nick Aldis was like, yeah. So it's official. It was official. The AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and that was the third match. And this match was fucking fantastic. It was great. Really enjoyed this fucking match. So many close calls, so many reversals, not a lot of kickouts, which I like, but a lot of reversals and everything else like that. And it was just great match. I think this was probably the second best match they had, because I think the one on Money in the Bank, can't remember what year it was, but that was probably one of my favorites. But this one was really good. This was probably second. And it ended up with AJ Styles winning, doing the phenomenal forearm, and then into a Styles Clash, and then got the win. I don't know if he wins on Royal Rumble. I already gave my opinion on that last time, so if you want to go see what I thought about that, go after my prediction show of the Saturday Night's Main Event at the end. But yeah, it was a great match, and I really did enjoy it. So we have the main event on Saturday Night's Main Event. We had the Fatal 4-Way, Damian Priest, Randy Orton, Trick Williams, and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn got the loudest pop because obviously he's from Montreal, Canada, and that's where they were. And this was a good match. Basically, you know, it was basically 3 faces, 1 heel. It ended up with Trick Williams and Damian Priest pretty much fighting in the corner. Damian Priest pretty much knocked out Trick Williams. I don't know where the fuck Randy was at the time. And Sami Zayn ends up doing the Halua kick on Damian Priest, and 1, 2, 3 gets the pin. I'm actually kind of surprised that Damian Priest got the pin. I guess you know where Damian Priest lies in WWE now, because he got the pin. He got the pin and not Trick Williams, because I would assume that it would have been Trick Williams that get the pin. Only, not because like he sucks or anything like that, but like to start some kind of a thing with him and fucking Sami Zayn. But they gave it to Damian Priest because someone needs to take the fall. Somebody needs to be the fall guy. It's like in freaking The Vision. They put not Braun Breaker, Austin Theory in, so Austin Theory can take the pins when they need to lose. Someone has to be the fall guy. We can't let fucking Braun Breaker look bad. We can't let Logan Paul look bad. We can't make the fucking Bronson Reed look bad. It's fucking gonna be Austin Theory. I'm like, look, if it helps Austin Theory get his status back up or whatever, I'm all for it, I guess. But yeah, he's the fucking fall guy. So Damian Priest was the fall guy here. So, and then after the match, Drew McIntyre tries to attack Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn gets the best of Drew McIntyre and throws him outside the ring and everything else. And Drew McIntyre ends up going up the ramp, and Sami ends up goes fight and everything else like that. But that was Saturday's Main Event. It was really good. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. You can go watch it. If you have a VPN, you can go watch it on YouTube, WWE's channel. I don't know if it's on Netflix or not, but you can definitely watch it on, and if you're in America and you have it, Peacock. So you should go check it out. It was great. So yeah, that's it. I will be having my review on WWE Unreal Season 2 probably, if not Tuesday, Wednesday the latest. I had to rewatch it because I watched it and I did not take notes, which I'm an idiot, and so I had to watch it again because I wanted to give a good review on it. So I'm rewatching it. I watched some of it yesterday on Sunday, which was 3 episodes, so I'm gonna watch the other episodes today. The other 2 episodes, because there's 5 of them, and I watched it today. And like I said, I'll either have that review. I'll either have that either tomorrow or Wednesday. But that is all for today for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.